Also going to talk about the blockbuster deal that just happened yesterday between the Lakers and the Pelicans, where they sent AnthonyDavis to the Lakers for Lonzo Ball, brandoningram, Josh Hart, and 3 future first round picks, including
the number 4,
including the 4th pick for this year. Who won that trade? First of all,
I mean, both of them won the trade. You wanna go first?
I think, to me, the Pelicans won that trade.
You can say both of them won the trade.
Because usually, a lot of times when teams trade a player like that, they never get a whole bunch to re-encompass it, and they got a lot, honestly. If they wanted to, they could trade what they got and get something. They might fuck around and they can get something better if they wanted to. With the assets they have, they got a lot of fucking assets.
Yeah. Dude, okay, you have a point in a way, but this is the thing. This too early, because you remember the Kevin Garnett trade?
Too early predictions, of course.
Like that looked like a good trade. Now you can't even mention the people who was involved in that trade.
Which trade?
The Kevin Garnett trade when he was traded to Boston.
To Boston, okay.
And they gave up a lot of people, and you can't even mention the people who you traded Kevin Garnett for. And look, to me, both of them won because the Lakers won short term. They got Anthony Davis. They could probably contend next year for the championship. But the Pelicans won long term.
They're gonna keep him
if they pan out. Because if Lonzo doesn't just becomes, let's say like Ricky Rubio, and brandoningram is just Otto Porter, and Josh Hart is just another guy, and the 4th pick is another guy,
then
it's a bad trade.
Yeah.
So like it's based on how the Pelicans develop the young players and how good the Lakers can make a team around Anthony Davis. But to me, both of them are in position, one to win short term and the other one to win long term through trade. So that's my take.
I feel like obviously, like I feel like the Lakers won the short term, but also long term because they can sign him. He's already said that he would re-sign with the Lakers if he was traded there. And Anthony Davis is a beast. Yeah, he's always been a top 5 talent in the league.
Yeah, he's coming more offense.
Exactly. Like ever since he was drafted, they always talked about this is a transcendent talent. This is a generational talent.
He was that dude.
He was a unicorn.
Right. So it's like now the Lakers have that along with LeBron, and we've seen how LeBron does when he has a big talent playing with him, and he's probably the best talent that he's played with. In their prime, yeah. Because when he played with Wade was still high up there, but he only gave him 1 or 2 years up there. No, he was clearly already, going
Anthony
down.
Davis, if I don't look at a career and I'll see D Wade and I see Anthony Davis is a more talented player. He's 6'11", he can do a lot of shit. So he's the most talented player he's ever played with.
Obviously, D Wade is more accomplished because Anthony Davis hasn't done anything. No, obviously, at their points in their careers, Wade was way more accomplished than LeBron at the time, and the fact that he was a champion and he led the team to the championship, and he was
definitely he's more of a talent.
Yeah, he's more of a talent, but
talent-wise, yeah.
In production and greatness, he doesn't measure up to
Wade.
Yeah.
Fuck no, nah. But talent-wise, I agree.
Because Anthony Davis doesn't have a season just like 09 D Wade.
No.
You remember that season?
Oh yes,
and he could have won the MVP.
He should have been the MVP.
He should have won. I had this debate with him. I was like, yo, how the fuck did he not win MVP?
And that's when LeBron joins him the following year.
No, 2 years after that.
No, it was the following year.
It was 2010.
Because it was 2010.
Yeah.
No. Because the following year, remember, that's when Boston eliminated that.
2009, 2010.
Yeah.
So okay. So 1 season apart. In the off season, he decides to join.
Yeah.
And it's an argument that I like to make because it's an argument that I see a lot. That year, that the first year of the Heatles, the first year of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh.
Yeah.
When they went to the finals, D Wade was balling out, bro.
He would have won the MVP.
Yes. Had LeBron not disappeared completely from the finals,
they would have won the finals.
They would have won the finals, and D Wade would have been the finals MVP because he had better numbers than Nowitzki.
To be honest, that's a good thing for LeBron because if LeBron would have won that first championship and D Wade would have been the finals MVP, he would have been Steph Curry right now.
Nah, it's
no, because he still had the turnaround. He still came back and became the MVP for the next two.
It was way worse for him to lose in the way that he did than to win being.
Yeah, because he lost. Like, it's clear.
Dude, but Curry, like,
JJ Barea clamped him up.
Yeah, it's because the thing is, it's bad.
But let's say everything, let's say all that happened, but they
and they won.
That would. No, what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. They didn't win. Because he ghosted. Had he been
there a little bit, it would have been like, dude, you went up to team up with D-Wade and whatever. You didn't play up to par, and D-Wade carried you to a championship, so you would have been KD.
Oh yeah,
but as a choker.
Yeah, but
when you're ring chasing and you choke in the finals.
But let's say that happens, and then he still comes back the next 2 years and wins, and he's the MVP. That whole narrative is erased.
That will still leave people like, but now there's no pressure. You're just winning because you already won one.
Yeah,
and D-Wade broke for you.
No way. It's still because
you can say that though.
You could, but again, we're going back to hypotheticals. Like, he clearly showed he was the better player of the team the next couple of years. Even the years, even the fourth. Well, I don't know about the first season.
Not in the finals, but in the first season.
But they were even because they were having that little tug of war where they didn't know who was supposed to lead the team, and D-Wade was still getting his.
And then D-Wade was like, "Nah,
because D-Wade knew his body. D-Wade knew like he couldn't keep up, and LeBron was going on his way up. D-Wade was already on his way down. So
so he took the back burner.
But back to the Lakers. So now Anthony Davis is young, way younger than D-Wade was.
He's 26, right?
Yeah, I think he's about to turn 26.
No, 27.
Is he just turned 27?
That's what I'm saying. That's when you was talking. I'm like, you could trade Anthony Davis to the Lakers.
Yeah.
The primes are Anthony Davis prime and the kids you're getting back. They're not. You're not gonna be in competition,
right?
Because even if you sign the Anthony Davis to a long-term contract, 5 years.
He's going to be out of his prime after that.
Yeah, he's going to be 32. He's going to be like at the end of his prime. So like, you know what I'm saying?
You had to do the trade though.
Just to me, because that was the argument me and this guy had a few days ago. I'm like, just get the better deal.
I was saying not to trade him to the Lakers because that shit's going to haunt you.
It doesn't if the people you're getting back.
What if we don't know what's going to happen with Zion, but what if Zion becomes this? No. I'm saying, what if Zion becomes this?
He's still not going to be ready. He's still not going to be ready in 5-6 years.
And what if these guys they start developing and
they're still not going to be ready in 5 to 6 years.
They keep losing to them in the playoffs. Like that can happen.
Oh, you're talking about the Lakers haunting the Lakers because you're going to face them.
The Lakers haunting the Pelicans. That's what I'm saying. And
they're not.
That's what I'm saying. Look, like them having to run into each other in the playoffs and them losing to AD. That's what I'm saying.
This is my argument.
That's why the Spurs didn't trade Kawhi.
Yeah, but
they're in different stages of in the franchise. Like the Spurs were trying to contend for the championship.
Yeah, the Pelicans are not. Yeah.
They're trying to get better for the future. So just get the best deal. Period. Because it's not the same as the Cavaliers and the Celtics. Because look, we just came off a Game 7 against the Celtics, and now you're gonna trade your second best player to your best competition in your division. Are you stupid? Like 69 will say, like, dude, but like the Pelicans and the Lakers is just different. They're in different stages of the franchise. Yeah, they're not. One's rebuilding, one's trying to contend for the championship.
Right. Yeah, the Spurs is different because the Spurs are always trying to contend. The Spurs are never going to rebuild or they're not going to go on tank mode to rebuild. Like, they're always going to try to contend with what they have.
Yeah.
So for the Pelicans, they're like, fuck it, we're just going to keep losing for this next couple of years, but we're going to get as much talent as we can and hopefully rebuild for the future. So I see them. Yeah, if they start,
but that's not what David Griffin wants to do, though. He's not trying to like rebuild.
That's what he said. But he just made this deal, bro. Like you already, this is a rebuilding move.
They have an interesting squad though. Like who's going to score in that perimeter, bro? With Drew Holiday and Lonzo Ball.
They should try to trade Drew Holiday. And try to get something for him. The Lakers should have tried to trade for Drew Holiday. I don't know. I wouldn't.
No, because if I'm gonna pay that kind of money, I want somebody like Kyrie.
Yeah, they're saying they're trying to get Kyrie or Kemba.
I wouldn't try to get Kemba.
They need to get Kyrie.
If it's between Kemba and Drew Holiday, give me Drew.
Yeah, give me Drew, bro.
But look at all they had to give up to get AD. But who? If you're gonna get Drew too, they probably would have to get everybody.
But they're doing the Pelicans a favor though. Who's gonna take that contract?
Yeah, but they don't want to take that contract either. You know, they have the slot for another max player. You know, they're not going to waste it on him. If they're going to try to get, if they're going to have, they want to keep the money there so they can try to get Kyrie.
To me, try to get Kyrie. If you can't get Kyrie, then get a lot of like.
You know who they should get if they can get Kyrie? They should get D'Lo. I mean, probably wouldn't go back to the Lakers, but it's like.
But you gotta give him a lot of money. To me, D'Lo is going to.
He's going to the Pacers. I heard.
To me, he's going to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The Pacers want him too.
The Timberwolves are going to get him. I'm telling you. They're going to trade Jeff T. They're going to trade Andrew Wiggins. That's probably a given already. And they could probably offer.
Who the fuck wants that Andrew Wiggins contract, bro?
Yeah. Dude, there's some crazy motherfuckers probably going to take it.
Nah.
Who? There's a lot of dumbass franchises. We see.
Who would you rather take, the Chris Paul contract or the Andrew Wiggins contract?
God damn!
I'll probably take the.
I'd probably take the Chris Paul.
It's just depending on where I'm at.
Yeah,
that's depending on where I'm at. Like, what team are you talking about? Like, mention the team. If it's any team, dude, having an aging star, because Andrew Wiggins is not making Chris Paul money though. It's just like get that out of the way.
He's not, but it's still a bad contract.
And he's still a prospect.
But
in a way,
I don't know.
And like Chris Paul, you already know he's coming down. Wiggins, there's a little bit of upside. He's making less money. So
is there really upside though? We've already seen a lot because he's been in a bad team. He should have been like
putting numbers.
Yeah, and he's not doing it, bro. Zach LaVine was playing better than him.
They should have traded Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah,
they should have.
And kept Zach LaVine.
And then with Chris Paul, you get not only obviously you get the aging superstar, but you get the
superstar.
He was, wasn't he? That's your boy.
You know what? Talking about Zach LaVine, the Pelicans should try to trade some of their assets for him, bro.
For Zach LaVine?
Hell yeah.
That's a go-to scorer.
Yeah.
Trade Drew Holiday for him.
Yeah.
But then
they're not gonna the Chicago Bulls. They're not gonna do that for what?
Yeah.
Don't win a draft pick.
One of the three you got.
Yeah, one of the three you got.
Throw
You got assets, bro.
Zach LaVine is good, bro.
He's really good.
That boy got out of Minnesota.
Or they could trade Brandon Ingram.
Fuck no.
Nobody's gonna take Brandon Ingram right now, bro. Because he's a liability. He's got the health issues with the blood clots.
He's coming back good after.
Yeah, he's coming back 100%.
It's not the same thing.
No, it wasn't as severe as Chris Paul.
No, it's not as severe, but still,
they wouldn't have traded for him.
Yeah, they wouldn't have, but that's why they got so many assets like that. The assets were like an insurance thing.
No,
that's why they were asking for Kuzma.
They were okay.
That's why that was the reason why they were asking for Kuzma because you don't know.
But this is the thing, though. They were gonna get those assets regardless.
Yeah. Not as many though. They probably would have just gotten the fourth pick.
Missed out was Kuzma. That's the one that they
missed. Remember, if they get Kuzma, they don't get all those first round picks. So
if you remember, a few months ago, Brandon Ingram didn't have that problem. They were giving up more.
Yeah, they were
at that time. So
yeah,
but they know Andrew Wiggins had a problem.
I think they were
that was different though because at the time they were trying to convince him to do it because the guy wouldn't do it. The guy with he was like, no, I'm not taking no deal. So they kept upping the offer. They kept upping the offer. This was different. This was either Ball, Ingram, Kuzma, and the fourth pick, or what they gave them. So they pretty much took away Kuzma and added Josh Hart and all the picks, along with the fourth pick that was already part of it. But the other 2 or 3 future first round picks are pretty much the insurance for taking Kuzma out.
Yeah, but that's the argument they're making. But okay, I know what you mean.
No, it's what happened.
It is a possibility that Brandon Ingram doesn't come, but the thing is, the doctor said that he's going to recover 100%.
Bro, the doctor said KD wouldn't get hurt any more than what he was, and then he ripped.
But that's
like you can't just go on the doctor.
Here's the thing: when it comes to those trades, it's way different. They have to make for real. Like they have to make sure, because what happens is that sets a bad precedent for like the league if they just trade a bad fucked up player.
No, obviously no.
So
they're gonna make sure, like from what we've seen. Like they run physicals and shit before they.
Obviously, but it's still blood clots. Like it's still a risk, bro. Like the risk is still there.
It's still a
risk.
It's
not as severe. It's still there, bro. The shit came out of nowhere. It can come back out of nowhere just like it was there. And it's not like you can treat it with all the blood thinners because you can't really play basketball on blood thinners like that tampoco. So it's always gonna be a risk. So like they're saying he's good, so they're taking a gamble. They're like, okay, we're gambling on the doctor saying that he's good. So we're gonna take him, but the risk is there. That's why they get all the other assets for.
To me,
Because of the risk.
They was gonna get it regardless, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
They probably wouldn't gotten all the picks.
That's what I'm saying.
But all the players they would have gotten.
No, the players, yeah, no, for a fact. It was either Lonzo Ingram.
I think they still would have got those picks because I think the Lakers were super happy, bro. Because
the number 4, but not the other two.
Not the other two, bro. It's
that's the
future
other
first round picks, bro.
What year are those first round picks?
I think they're like 2 years apart, each one.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Because you can't trade more than one first round pick in a year, right?
Yeah.
But the Brooklyn Nets fucked that up.
Back to back. Yeah.
And you can't trade back to back either. It gotta be a year skipped ahead. Yeah, I remember that. Damn, now that you say that shit, they came up off of that deal.
They came, bro. I'm saying,
but the deal before was better though.
Yeah, it was.
The original deal,
season, yeah.
That shit was crazy.
They had all the young guys, bro.
Kuzma, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Zubac, Josh Hart.
Yeah.
And I think they was gonna throw in a draft pick too, bro. I think
they probably would have thrown this year's draft pick without knowing it was gonna be the 4th pick. Yeah.
Boy, niggas are tripping.
Damn.
That's why dude got fired.
Honestly, the Pelicans right now are up. They got the number 1 pick, the number 4 pick. Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram.
What the fuck are they gonna do with the number 4?
They got more draft
picks. They could trade it for another guy, bro. Like you said, they could package that with Drew and.
Yeah, that's.
But if I'm trading the number 4 pick and I'm trading Drew Holiday, deadass, I'm not trying to take Zach LaVine. I'm trying to get somebody better. Why don't you try to get Bradley Beal then? Fuck it.
That's a.
I think
he's
got a pretty bad contract too.
No, he doesn't. That was a really fucking good contract.
No, he has a good contract compared to John Wall.
Drew.
He's making $23 million a year.
What's the name?
That's a fucking bargain.
What's the name of this nigga? Drew Holiday.
And the cap is going up.
Drew Holiday is fucking good, bro. Like on a team, if he's your 3rd best option, bro, like
I like Drew Holiday.
They're gonna be fucking good.
He's better as a 4th option. Maybe the 3rd best player, but better as a 4th option.
Shit,
be honest,
I think he's good as a 3rd option, bro. He was an all-star before, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, what fucked him up was his injuries.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a good point, but he still was good. Let's not forget, like, bro, he was a big reason why they fucking swept.
Yo, look. Let me tell you this: like, Drew Holiday could go to a contending team.
He's underrated
and have like Iguodala type of impact. And that's crazy because they both came from
the same team,
from Sixers. But yeah, he's that type. You know where I would like Drew Holiday for real? The Minnesota Timberwolves. If I could get Drew Holiday and I could get D'Angelo Russell,
they can make the playoffs for sure.
That's probably a fucking squad.
Yeah. Where's D-Rose going?
Fuck the D-Rose.
I mean, if you could keep him coming off the bench, that's not bad.
D-Rose is pretty good.
He ain't better than Drew Holiday.
No, I'm not saying. I'm asking where he's going. Like, what do you do with D-Rose, or what does D-Rose do?
They should. Damn. I feel like the Lakers.
D-Rose was a closer last year, bro.
You think the Lakers should trade and try to figure out a way to get Bradley Beal?
They should.
With Anthony Davis?
Boy,
I think that would be
that's
good.
a good.
They should. I think they should try to trade Kuzma and package something to try to get Bradley Beal, because that's good. He fits.
I don't know. Kuzma's got upside as far as scoring.
It's limited though.
I mean, with LeBron and AD there, bro.
The thing is, he's more a catch and shoot guy, and he's not a shooter. He's decent.
He could turn into it.
Bradley Beal's already that.
No, yeah, true.
And Bradley Beal from the get-go was a shooter, and he's a handler.
And he can defend too.
Yeah,
he's a really good defender.
You don't
he's not like tier 1, but he's like a really.
He's like Drew Holiday, but put less defense, more shooting, and more offense.
Yeah. And he doesn't need the ball in his hands.
Exactly.
I don't know. I would trade him for Bradley.
Kyle Kuzma, like when you watch him, if you watch him closely, you'll be disappointed a lot, yo. The thing is, we remember a lot when he plays some transition, he stops for the 3 and shit like that, or he goes to the basket in transition. But he's not a good offensive player like that. Not like people want to make it seem like, you know.
I think he's good.
He plays well,
but I would rather.
I
think he's good, but I'd rather have Bradley Beal. I would trade him. That would automatically make them like. That would make them like. They would for sure win.
Oh no, I think Bradley Beal gets cooked by all the guards in the West.
I don't know. He's
versus Bradley Beal,
but he's a shooting guard though. And he's cooking CJ. I'm telling you.
that.
CJ don't want to see Bradley Beal on the court. Yo,
I think he would just have problems with.
Look, let me tell you this. Put CJ playing with John Wall.
He might fuck around and clamp Harden up, honestly.
And put Bradley Beal playing with Damian Lillard, bro. That is totally
They'll be super undersized.
Nah, they're about the same height.
They're the same height.
Bradley Beal's short.
He's like 6'4".
He's 6'3".
Yeah, and CJ, how tall is CJ?
Like 6'4".
Like 6'3", 6'2".
CJ's you're
6'2".
capping big time.
That's 6'4".
Oh shit, it says he's 6'3".
Look, Bradley Beal might be 6'4", nigga, and you don't even know.
No, I thought Bradley Beal was like 6'3". I thought
Bradley
CJ
Beal
was taller.
Bradley Beal's 6'3".
Bradley Beal's like a little lankier though. Like he has long arms.
Yeah, I think Bradley Beal is longer. Pause.
6'5".
6'5".
That's what I'm telling you.
Damn, bro.
He don't even look.
He don't look like he's
Boy,
6'5".
he doesn't. Yeah, he does.
Nah, he doesn't.
When you see him next to somebody else.
Anyways, it says the Wizards are reportedly planning not to trade Bradley Beal, eliminating a backup player for the Lakers. So,
damn.
Boy, the Wizards
now Pelicans targeting Bradley Beal as part of this. Oh well, no, it was before the trade. So
the Lakers still should try to do something, yo. Because if they get Bradley Beal, they would for sure win a championship. Like I'm not.
If I'm the Lakers,
next year is their year.
If I'm the Lakers, I'm not trying to trade nobody else because your team is already depleted. Try to build through free agency, like the Miami Heat did. Just try to convince a lot of really good players
they got a lot of
and get the minimum.